What's going on with family, man? I'm just sitting here, uh, making sure shit is right. But now, I'm bored as hell. It's the middle of the night. I'm bored. That's all it is to it. I'm bored. Sitting up thinking about some overdone dogs. Sitting up thinking about the overdone American bully. Just really, really like, do you think the dogs are overdone? When you see a dog with a massive forearm, just a massive ass forearm, bro. You don't think that's overdone? What up? What up? What up, Dyke Ing? 1989. What do you say? Eyes a man? What's up with it? Because these dudes got overdone dogs. When you see them dogs, do you think they are overdone with them big ass forearms? I don't know why a person would march a dog into a crowd of people with bullies, and your dog, you can clearly see it got a kink tail. Some of these dogs got visible kink tails, but he's got this long back and he got these big old ass forearms. That's an overdone dog. You got this dog with this gigantic gyro ass head. See, that's a number one flaw. It should be a number one flaw, especially in today's American bully world. But I know in the Razor's Edge world, a big ass oversized head, that's a sign of dwarfism, man. That's a sign of dwarfism. And you got these dogs. Everybody see them. You could go to Facebook. Really, oh my gosh, Facebook is terrible. You go to Facebook, you can see all these fucked up dogs, and some of them is gorgeous. I cannot lie about a gorgeous dog. I cannot lie about a beautiful dog. But when you look at a beautiful dog with an oversized head that's built like a Frenchie, you know damn well there's a problem there. Overdone. Overdone. When a dog is too big, especially your American bully dogs, it's just entirely too fucking big. Just entirely too big, but his some on his body ain't matching. Sometimes it be the front, most of the times it be the front legs, and then it be the goddamn you're missing the neck on the shoulders. The neck is sitting on the shoulder, and then it's just this oversized head with these messed up eyes. The eyes really tell a story. The eyes and the ears tell a story so big on these overdone ass dogs. They all look like they're overdone. And if you ain't got an overdone dog, then you don't got a bully. That's what this game has basically come to. Is if you don't have an overdone dog, a dog that clearly doesn't fit his body, his front legs don't match his back legs don't match his front legs. Some of them don't. I'll say the majority of them don't got a wrist, and their arms are just too fucking swollen. That was a stab at the Razor's Edge bully from the American bully world when UKC gave you the right to go up in there and create a dog with bulldog features. You made overdone dogs when you created those dogs with bulldog features. And you're going to continuously hear from anybody that has a Gotti dog, a Greyline dog, a Razor's Edge dog. You'll continuously hear it because those dogs, they don't carry wow factor. Got all this fucking wow factor on these dogs. That's sad. It's almost sad to the point because you put wow factor. The majority of the bully world put wow factor on a Razor's Edge dog. You put it there. Because first of all, Razor's Edge don't carry no wow factor. You can't get wow factor from a pit bull. You're not gonna get wow factor from a Staffordshire. You won't get wow factor from a bull terrier. You won't get wow factor from that. That wow factor shit came in. Man, I'm telling you, around the time that Miyagi and Beans and shit was coming in, everybody wanted that look. You wanted that fucking look, and it's like a dog. See, there was a dog named King Kong, looked just like Miyagi, and the only people that saw him was me, and the people that owned the Atomic Dog magazines, and the people that was going to the Atomic Dog shows. He's in that book. The book is over Ben's house. Had to show y'all King Kong, the legendary King Kong. He was before Miyagi. He was before Miyagi. King Kong was booked before Miyagi. He was already here. He's in the Atomic Dog magazine. He looked just like a damn Miyagi dog right now. But he was already here before Miyagi. There was dogs here before the dogs that are being profiled and these big ass $1 million dogs. There was dogs here before them. King Kong being one of them. He was a very small dog a little bit. He wasn't, he was a pocket dog basically. Before this shit even took off to where y'all like bulldogs. King Kong was already here. I think I showed him on Face the Bully on one of my shows when I was showing that Atomic Dog magazine. So you California, this shit come from Cali. I have to say I don't know if it come from Cali, but I know California based on the fact that I'm in California. I know a lot of these motherfuckers went bulldog crazy. Bulldog crazy, putting wow factor in every motherfucking thing. Every dog you see had a kink tail. You don't even know where half the F1s or the F2s are at right now today. You don't even know. You know what I mean? They was bringing that shit in left and right. Wow factor. They was using the Boston Terrier, the Pekingese, the Shih Tzu. They was using the Min Pin heavy. Some of them didn't like the Min Pin, so they went and used the whole damn Rottweiler. Like some guy just went and bred a bully to Adobe. They was using the Pekingese, the Shih Tzu. They was using the dog with no fur. They was using that motherfucker, and you had people going to use the Xolo. They was using the Xolo. They was taking the fur off. All kinds of shit that started happening once the doors got open. The wow factor went crazy. That's why you see snakes at the dog shows now. That's why you see turtles at the dog shows now. You know what I'm saying? You see motherfucking. I seen a goat at the dog show. I don't know what that goat was doing in the dog show, but he was at the dog show. A pig at the dog show. A pig at the dog show, man. Shit that could give your dog a disease from some disease that they might have that's airborne. But when you got people that ain't mindful and they walk their fucking snake in a dog show or an iguana in a dog show, that's gross. Don't even know why he did that. That's not a dog show no more. It really not. Okay, that's really not. What was bought in? Nobody ever said what was bought in. You hear the term bring it in. We're gonna bring in this. And the Razor's Edge never brung in nothing. Once the dog was done, once Cairo was done, it was done. Once Cairo was done, it was done. The owner went back, he bred Cairo again to some Cairo blood and came up with Lil Ro. And came up with Lil Ro. But when you look at the Atomic Dog magazines, and when you look at all them motherfucking magazines, you only see Razor's Edge. And that dog you looking at is Cairo. That's who that is. The dogs got names. They don't got no blood. It was only one blood. Razor's Edge. That was the blood nobody could compete with. So what y'all came up with, what the bully world came up with, was a new word. You know, they always got a new goddamn word. And I got all the words because I've been paying attention to this shit for years. Bringing in. Bringing in. That was one of their words. We're going to bring this in. What the fuck did you bring in? See, that's the thing about you, Bill. You American bully motherfuckers. You brung it in. Well, what you bring in? You never would. People have already seen that the signs of the Borough. That was the first thing you brung in. The signs of the Borough. And there was a dog man out there that was telling the whole fucking community, hey, they're breeding Borough dogs. And y'all laughed at that guy. When he wasn't lying. I had people really hit me on the inbox. Hey, Face the Bully, you tripping. Ain't nobody breeding to no Chinese Shar-Pei. Well, look at the dogs. Look at them motherfuckers. So when they got to speaking about bringing in, I was like, well, what the fuck did you bring in? Because we saw you bring the Borough in. We saw you bring the Bulldog in. And we saw you bring the Mastiff in. But we never saw shit else until y'all colors started coming. And then I started noticing the white chest. I said, these motherfuckers is bringing in too much. Y'all bringing in way too much. You start bringing in shit you thought people didn't notice them fucking terriers and them terrier dogs just bringing in. Fuck that. They noticed that shit. We're going to keep noticing that shit and keep talking about that shit. You don't want nobody talking about it? Stop bringing in. You made these bully people made the word up bringing in. What the fuck you bringing in? And why can't nobody know what the fuck you bring in? And who gave you permission to bring in something? Who the fuck did that? See that? I'm just gonna say the ABAC wasn't really telling you what not to bring in, and you knew damn well not to bring in a dog that wasn't a terrier. You brought it in anyway. Keeping them dogs hidden. You was hiding them motherfucking dogs. And you was breeding them and mixing them together. You never showed nobody that fox terrier, that rat terrier, and why your tricolored dog got a white chest. You don't see that shit in no pit bull world. You ain't gonna see no tricolored white chest Staffordshire terrier. You ain't gonna see that. But that's what you brung in. The bringing in. Remember? We're gonna bring it in. And then I asked the question, well, what generation did he come in? Did he come in the first or the second? Because it looked like y'all bringing that shit in right now. I mean, damn, who the fuck bred to that goddamn Doberman Pinscher? And why? The fuck? You trying to kill some people? I don't know. You got to be crazy than a motherfucker to go breed to a Adobe to a bully. The fuck you want to do some dumb shit like that for? You that thirsty for color? Just don't make no sense. You trying to fool somebody. You ain't fooling me. No, fuck that. No, I'm not gonna allow the bully game to fool me. Y'all don't got no razors edge dogs, so therefore we can talk about every single fucking dog you got. Every dog must be talked about because that some bitch is not a razor's edge dog. He ain't got it. He ain't gray line. He ain't blue line. He ain't bully. Don't fuck about no new bloods. Y'all, we're gonna tighten the blood. Yeah, so many people wanting to tighten the blood. And tighten your blood so small, your dog done shrunk. Stop tightening your fucking blood and take that dog out there and outcross that motherfucker to something that looks like the bully dogs. You don't gotta keep breeding that shit to your same ass dog. I'ma keep my blood. Ha! You ain't keeping that shit. You fucking that shit up. You supposed to refresh the blood. But you don't do that. Especially if I see that motherfucker done been refreshed and his ass just went down. See, when some of y'all want to tighten up the blood and just inbreed. Why you want to inbreed so goddamn much? We recognize when you bought in that OD Bulldoggy. You bought the OD Bulldog in. And that's where you got the new look come from that dog. Everybody want them shoulders. Go breed to the Bulldog, the OD Bulldog it in. You'll get them shoulders. You want that spread? Go breed to the OD Bulldoggy. That's what everybody else doing. You could get the shoulders, you could get the spread, and you could tell the lie that everybody else is telling. You could do it. You could do it. You want that headpiece? That's some bully game shit. Now that's some bully game shit. We looking for a headpiece. Razor's Edge wasn't looking for no headpiece. I ain't never heard Gray Lion say they were looking for no headpiece. Never did. Never heard none of the real elite breeders say they looking for a headpiece. They don't look for headpieces. When you breed nice dogs together, you're going to get nice dogs. You go take this little bitty ass dog and breed it to this gigantic ass dog and get a headpiece, but you didn't get nobody. Ain't that one song, Bevo Lottie? Got more head than he got body. That's what most of these damn bullies look like. Bevo Lottie got more head than he got body. Not to mention they don't fight, they don't bark, they don't scream, they don't do shit. They don't do shit. You want that mass? Where you get it from? When you brung something in. So what'd you bring in? We already know that the Mastiff was there. You bring in a Mastiff too? And some of these crazy motherfuckers might breed to a mutt that just look good. You'll go breed to that some bitch too. You wanted the headpiece and you got it. But you lost something getting it. You lost your body. The Neapolitan Mastiff didn't give you the body. You know what I'm saying? You was planning on making a change, but you didn't make no change. There was no change, man. You can stop lying. You tried to change the features, but you just changed the color. And you changed the head from a Neapolitan Mastiff. And you gave him these droopy eyes. And you gave him the loose skin. That loose skin, remember I told you when a person have a stroke, they can't control their face muscles and shit like that? That's how some of these bullies look. That nigga, if he looked like he had a stroke, there was something bought in. Now the dogs look like they got strokes. Oh, damn. Ooh, shit. If he looked like he had a stroke, though, you can tell from that loose ass skin that there's something there. Don't be fooled, y'all. That's a Mastiff. Stop letting people lie. If they keep lying to Razor's Edge peoples, they're going to get their lies exposed. And that's just it. Changing the appearance with your cosmetic looks. The fuck? Why you want to do that to the bully? He was a Razor's Edge dog, top-notch dog, elite dog. No dog in the world can fuck with it right now. Right now, you're just going to be changing up dogs. And you know what? There's some good, nice dog kennels out there, man. There's some nice dog kennels out there. I'm not lying. There's some nice dog kennels out there, man. Freddie G got a nice dog kennel. He ain't really worried about, the colors and Razor's Edge and all of that stuff. He just worried about bullies, and he got some nice-ass dogs. Hardcut got some nice dogs. Got some nice dogs over there. It's some nice bully breeders out here. Killer Norris got some nice dogs. Got some nice dogs over there. Then you get over here to these dumb motherfuckers, and they got these little dogs, and they don't compete. An American bully is a competitive dog. It's a competition dog. It was bred from the pit bull terrier. It's supposed to be able to do anything your dog can do. And on the side note, it's supposed to be able to get down too. It's supposed to carry all the pit bull traits in it. Now, it don't. And you wonder why. Well, you brung in shit for your cosmetic features, for your cosmetic looks. We don't know why you did it. You just had this urge to follow the big $2 million dog That $2 million dog you'll never see in your neighborhood. You can't afford it, and the person that's breeding that shit will never put it in your neighborhood, because then you gonna have it, and then he gonna be in competition with you. So in order for the $2 million man with the $2 million dogs to not be in competition with you, they never sell you a dog. That's why you ain't got them. It's right there in front of your face. That's why you don't got them. And you claim these dogs as American bullies, but you can't buy them. These people won't give you them dogs. You ain't finna go in the ring and he gonna compete with you against his own shit. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So therefore, you ain't getting that $2 million blood. And there ain't no such blood out there for $2 million. But the shit that y'all looking at right now, and everybody is allowing these motherfuckers to just push dogs at this price, well, guess what? You'll never get them dogs. You ain't gonna never get them. You can't afford them. So you should represent the bully that you can afford. That's the one you should represent. Razor's Edge was given to you. Gotti was given to you. Gray Line. All those dogs was given to you at a working man's price. Not no $2 million. That's a criminal's price, if you ask me. $2 million for a dog that don't live 15 years? Damn, man, if you pay $2 million for a dog that don't live 15 years, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You can go to a dog pound and get a dog that'll last for 12 years, man. You could go there and get that. No, but you want to change the appearance and get these cosmetic features. You got pugs cross to boxers. Yep, you got pugs cross to boxers out there. You got Frenchie crosses, Frenchie cross to the Boston Terrier, Frenchies cross to the Shih Tzu, Frenchies cross to the Pekingese, pugs cross to the Pekingese, especially that pug, because he's half Frenchie. So if you take a pug and hit it to a Frenchie, you just might come up with a dog that look directly like a motherfucking Frenchie. He might have a black face and some fucked up ears. He just might have that. Because the pug got bigger ears than the Frenchie. No other pug's ears flip over and the Frenchie got the rose ears. That's how that go. That they don't combine. The pug also has a tail and the Frenchie don't got one. See? You're going to come up with that little crooked tail again. That's where the crooked tail came from. I know about the crooked tail, and I know about the dogs you was breeding them motherfuckers too. The Min Pin cross to the pug. And then you took all that shit back and bred it to a bully. You didn't breed it to Razor's Edge because you knew goddamn well somebody would come out and say something about it. And your dog ain't going to look pretty unless you breed it to Razor's Edge. But most definitely, pug cross to the Boston Terrier. Pug cross to the Rat Terrier. Pug cross to the Fox Terrier. This is what the fuck the bully game did. Don't lie. You looking for a cosmetic feature. You trying to change this dog around. So you went over there and crossed that Frenchie to that goddamn Shih Tzu. Don't lie, man. Y'all can't be lying. And I don't understand why. My main thing with the bully game is why the fuck you fuck up the dog. The dog is fucked up, man. I'm serious now. I'm serious when I tell y'all this, man. That I ain't seen a bully that look like a bully. You can't find bullies out here that look like each other. They don't look like each other. They're just a bunch of crossbred ass dogs. They all fucked up, man. They all fucked up. And all them dogs that I just named causes your dogs to get smaller. So you intentionally bred that motherfucker to get small. No, we didn't do that. We didn't breed that dog to get smaller. We put Bully in there. And then we ran over and got Dax. None of your dogs look like Dax. None of your dogs came out looking like Romeo. They not big like Barbie. You didn't know about how genetics work, huh? Genetics play a fucked up role, man. You could breed two dogs together and get a beautiful dog, but when you go rebreed that motherfucker, he won't come out with what he got, what he look like. He won't do it. Genetics play a fucked up role. All them dogs cause these dogs to get smaller. And that's what the fuck the bully game wanted. That's why you see a bunch of small, mutated, non-athletic, don't bark ass dogs out here. They won't even bark. And that's the sad part, is they don't bark. They all running around here acting like a bunch of Shiba Inus. They don't bark. They don't even bark, man. Running around here acting like a bunch of Shiba Inus. Huh? And they all brachiocephalic. 3-inch muzzle is brachiocephalic, sir. Just in case you didn't know, there's some of them big ass dogs with a 6-inch muzzle. That's still considered brachiocephalic too. Because that big ass dog with that 6-inch muzzle can't breathe. Not right. Some of them got messed up lungs too. Because you either shortened this motherfucker or made him too longer. Y'all don't see these long ass dogs out here. There's no way you can sit here with a straight face and say you don't see these long ass dogs out here. They long, man. Check your Facebook out. Look at them dogs on Facebook. Them people love them dogs on Facebook. They love them motherfucking dogs. They don't give a fuck. They love them. They don't give a fuck if they ain't bully. They don't even, people don't even breathe for the ABKC no more. Because you open the door, you open the floodgates. And you let them do what the fuck they wanted to do. You got American bullies right now in the motherfucking show ring, bruh. Walking around that bitch with an exotic pedigree. God damn. That leave a bad taste in your mouth right there. That leave a bad taste in your mouth. When you looking at the goddamn dog and he got an exotic pedigree. And you still call that some bitch American bully. No, he not American bully. It's about time that everybody just start to come together like butt cheeks and say, hey, man, I think we done fucked the dog up a little bit. I truly think we done fucked it up a little bit. You got kennels out here with just mutts in them. And they'll tell you right now that this is a bully. That's a mutt, nigga. How come your dog biting people? If he not a mutt, why he bite? Most of them blue dogs and them damn tricolor dogs, you better watch out for a tricolor dog. Because if he first or second generation, if he a F1 or a F2, he gonna bite you. Oh, he on there talking about them dogs. Fuck that dog. If the dog bites somebody, put him down. I don't give a fuck about a dog that bites somebody. Could be my dog. Put that bitch down. But one thing we ain't got to worry about is the dogs with the exotic features. They ain't going to bite shit because they ain't got no fucking mouth to bite. They don't play tennis ball no more. You notice that? You notice they don't play tennis ball? You got a bully at your house that can bust a basketball, that can just pop it, flatten that basketball. This is common shit that's usually done with dogs, man. Just common shit. No, that don't happen to the American bully no more. That don't happen. Because they're brachiocephalic, so they can't play too motherfucking long anyway. Shit. You know what I'm saying? The terrier traits are gone. Literally, man, on how you fucked up how we all fucked up the American bully, not me. I'm not going to put myself in that boat. I never bred to a dog that wasn't bully. I never did. No, I'm not going to sit here and say I did. And I'm glad Nunu didn't breed to her son. Because once I found out that she was G2, Dax, and Miyagi, I was like, that's a crossbred dog, and I'm finna go look at this shit. Then I went and looked at that shit, and half the motherfuckers ain't even got a pedigree. It's some shit that they owners built. California, y'all been building dogs out of different breeds. I live in California. I'm looking at your dogs. Everybody used to be so gung-ho on Gotti around Cali. We're not, no. That's not what I see on a day-to-day basis. They were so gung-ho on pit bulls. No. A lot of California guys don't like that shit no more. You jumped on the bandwagon. Don't get mad at me because I said it. It's truth. You jumped on the bandwagon. All you California guys used to run around here with Scrooge dog, them little Scrooge tails on your dog. Man, come on, man. I live out here with y'all. You motherfuckers is fans of breeding pit bulls or goddamn bullies to a bulldog. Right here in Cali. Right here. You fans of that shit. You wasn't a fan of Lil Roll, but you was a fan of trying to make your own Lil Roll. You wasn't a fan of Cairo. These are automatically pocket dogs built from fucking terrier traits. You wasn't a fan of that shit though. You just wanted to look, and then you took it and bred it to a Chihuahua. You put Chihuahua in the bully. Got to be crazy if you think Chihuahua not in that bully. Got to be crazy if you think Chihuahuas are never in that bully. Dogs you never see because of the bulldog lineage. How many people know people that have dogs you never see? You don't never see this one particular dog at this dude's house because the dog got a bulldog lineage. That's his wow factor dog. He ain't gonna show that one to you. This is the bully game, man. They hide dogs and breed them in their fucking pedigree and then throw it out to you and throw it out to the public, and then it bites somebody. And then that motherfucker go haul off and bite somebody. Then what you gonna do? Nothing. Be sitting on the news like my neighbor was. Dogs just killed some old lady. Nobody will talk about that shit, especially on your channel, because you don't want to tell the truth. You don't want to tell the truth on that dog, man. Y'all motherfucking dogs. Dogs that be never been seen because of their bully lineage. That's an American bully secret, and it's been that way for the last 20 years. You keeping dogs in the backyard or in your closet or in the room or in the bathroom or at mama's house, over here at granddaddy's house. And whenever your dog go in heat, you go sneak over there and breed that motherfucker. You got to get that wild fact. Hey man, when your dog changed features from a pit bull, you might as well tell the truth. You might as well tell the truth because somebody gonna say something about that shit. And it don't make no sense, like I said before, as a grown man or a grown woman, for you to be sitting here gung-ho off some motherfucking money and you don't get off your ass and go to work, so you gonna sit here and fuck up a dog. And fuck up the whole breed while you fucking up the dog. See, if the breed wasn't fucked up, then nobody wouldn't talk about it. I'm only really just speaking on the bully because there is none. There's no such thing as a bully. You can breed that son bitch dog all you want. Don't nobody give a fuck. When the sun come out, you ain't gonna bring him out. That fat motherfucker can't walk. He be breathing. He be heavy breathing, heavy panting. So ain't nobody worrying about your dog. We just worried about why you fucked up the game. Everybody don't like them new dogs. You just got a lot of motherfuckers that's in agreement. Quit agreeing so motherfucking much with these people, man. That's real talk. I don't agree with nobody. I don't agree with no motherfucking body, especially in the bully game. If you in the bully game, don't expect me to believe in you or trust in what you did if I see your fucking dog and change color. Don't look like no pit or no staff. Ain't got no signs of pit and staff on that goddamn bulldog out of here, man. Shit. No, that's a bulldog, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain psychology. You know, it's a certain kind of psychology, like a pleasure folks get when they sell you a dog that they know they didn't fucked up, that they didn't kept a bully secret in. It's like they get pleasure out of that shit. It's mentally in their brain that they fucked up. Some kind of psychological problem in his brain that he get pleasure out of selling you a mutt under the pretenses of a bully. He ain't no bully. But this motherfucker, this dog breeder over here, it would just get his dick hard if he could sell this dog to you right now. Under the pretenses of he's a bully. And you run around and promote this motherfucker's dog, knowing that you've been beat. Knowing that you've been beat. How do you feel when you get scammed? When you was looking for American Bully, but you didn't get American Bully. Your dog don't act like a Razor's Edge dog. He don't act like a staff. He don't even act like a small ass bull terrier. He acts like an exotic dog. Just sit there, just fart, and don't do a goddamn thing. Nah, man, that ain't bully shit, bruh. I wished I could talk nice about the bully like I used to. But this is a shame. This is a catastrophe to sit here and watch this whole dog breed just fall down every motherfucking day. And nobody cares. It's going to be one day you're going to look up and you're going to think you're looking for American Bully dog. And when you look at that dog, you're going to be like, God dang, bro. I remember a long time ago, this motherfucker was so much beautiful. He was bigger. He wasn't fat like that. Nigga, he didn't breathe like that. I could walk this motherfucker. I put him in my 6'4" Impala, and everybody loved my dog. All the motherfucking women would want to take pictures with my dog. Now they don't. They only take pictures with your dog because of how much he costs. You know, girls like money. Diamonds and shit. Diamonds are forever. Girls love that shit. So they'll get with your little dog, man, just so they can get some money, not because they like that motherfucker. You don't even like that motherfucker. How you like a dog you can't bring to the park? You can't even do nothing with this dog. I'm sorry, man. It's just always on my head of why did the whole bully game have to die for a motherfucker's psychological pleasure of being able to sell you a mutt under the pretenses of American Bully. That's a psychological thing. You are fucked up in the head. And that's just all it is too. You don't have to believe it. You one of them type of fucked up motherfuckers though. When you sat there and fucked up that dog for nothing and you didn't even make the motherfucking dog. None of these people in the bully gang could tell me what they was doing the day of the park in Fairfield. You wasn't there, bruh. So you just got to change a dog you didn't have nothing to do with. You had nothing to do with this motherfucker. You knew it was bulldog behind that